Hello, good afternoon, and thank you so much for this opportunity to speak. I feel honored to be in a room with so many wonderful and amazing people and inspired, especially by patients, to continue this journey. My name is Jodi O'Donnell Ames, and I am the founder of Hope Loves Company. I have been living with ALS since 1995, although I don't have ALS. But my husband was diagnosed at 29, my late husband, Kevin. And we were raising a child. She was 2.5 when he was diagnosed, and 8 when he passed. And 2 years after his passing, I met my current husband, Warren Ames, and became the wonderful mother, lucky mother to 2 amazing children, Nora and Adam, who had also lost a parent to ALS. So they were all, and are all, 1 year apart, and I was busy raising 3 children who lost a parent to ALS, trying to find ways and resources to assist them. And in the midst of all of that, came up with the term hope, not misery, loves company. So I would like to share a video to show you the name I came up with in 2008. And in 2012, after my 3rd child went to college, I started working on establishing Hope Loves Company from my home. So 2012 is when we were established, and this video will show you a little bit about what we have been able to accomplish in 3 short years. Thank you.
Now she's bigger than her body, but a little girl inside. So she got herself a big old house, 100 places to hide, and a chair against the window to watch the world go by. She says, what is love anyway? I don't need that scene. Just broken expectations and little spaces in between. My home is not a shelter, just somebody's place to be. But you gotta have hope. You gotta have hope. It can really last forever, and it's not a pack of lies. Somewhere in those hurting eyes, hope. Now he lives day to day and week to week, 1,000 miles from easy street. He's busking on the corner just to get enough to eat, and crying in the mirror, tears of defeat. And now he's halfway to Vegas with a guitar in his hand, saying, gotta be a better life, gotta be a bigger plan. And for the first time in ages, he's gonna make a stand. Well, everyone knows gotta have hope. When the day is heavy on you and it takes you down a size, just hold your breath and search the skies. There's gotta be hope. and it takes you down a size. Just hold your breath and search the skies for hope.
All of the children that you see in the video are caregivers. Our very first camp, we had a 6-year-old, and we divide the kids by age, and we had a 6-year-old who explained how she was helping her father toilet. And so we support each other at Camp HLC, and we welcome all of you to join us in this endeavor, and we share anything that we can to help you use these resources in your organizations. The best way for me to explain what we're able to do through this program is to have our young ambassador, Mackenzie Anderson. I just want to say that 3 months before our last camp, she reached out and sent an email and said, my mom was just diagnosed with ALS, and I would love to come to camp. And she lives in Boston and independently arranged the entire thing. So I would love for her to share, and thank you.
I'm just a little taller than Jodi. Hi, my name is Mackenzie Anderson. I'm a senior in high school and the Young Ambassador for Hope Loves Company. My mom was diagnosed in August 2014 with ALS. And when you get this diagnosis, for me, all I wanted to do was something to make a difference. So I found the ALS Association, started a walk team in Boston, and ended up raising $55,000 in 2 years, and had 100 walkers on my team. After that, I wanted to continue my help with the ALS Association, so I started an internship at the ALS Association of Massachusetts chapter. But there was something that the ALS Association didn't quite offer in my region, which was support for children of ALS patients. So I went online, Googled support groups for children with ALS, like parents with ALS. And of course, after scrolling through 10 pages, I finally come across Hope Loves Company. So I reached out to Jodi, as she explained, and I've now attended 2 camps. And I'm currently working with the ALS Association of Massachusetts chapter to get a camp in Boston. I've spoken with my friends from camp daily. They're some of my greatest friends. The best thing about these kids is that you have this bond immediately with them. You go to camp and you don't even have to explain your situation. They just know. They know what you've been through. They know what you see on a daily basis. They know what you deal with, how you care for your parents. It's just this thing that you have this automatic friendship with them. They understand what a child caregiver goes through on a daily basis. I believe that this is a crucial organization, and I will continue to support Jodi in her efforts every day of my life, and I know it will one day become international. One more thing. So my sister, who's 15, I've always been really close with my mom, but my sister wasn't as close. She's always had trouble coping with my mom's ALS, of course, as anyone does. This past camp, I've been to camp twice. I've talked to my sister constantly about getting her to come. Finally, she one day randomly was like, I want to go to Camp HLC. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I printed out the paperwork, of course, right away. Wrote her name down, sent it in.
And she demanded a chocolate cake because it was her birthday party. So we made sure we had a chocolate cake for her.
And she comes the first day and was crying her eyes out because she had never been to an overnight camp before. She got over it quickly as soon as she met some of the kids there. And she just had this immediate bond with them. And we left 2 days later, and on the car ride home, she's like, when's the next camp? When can I go? When can I be at these kids? And 2 days ago was the first time I'd ever seen her help my mom do anything. She simply raised my mom's glass so my mom could drink. And I know it's a small action, but it meant the world to me.
And I would just like to add to that Mackenzie and her sister Kendall drove to camp from Boston to New York. And on the way home, I got a long, beautiful text from her sister Kendall, who was 14 at the time. She was just turning 15, saying how she was really nervous about going and how much that experience benefited her. So thank you so very much. I do also want to say that we have free resources, free books. All of our resources are free to our families. If we can provide travel, we will. We are a very, very small nonprofit. I do not get paid currently, and we have one part-time employee, and we're holding this from my home. So it's we don't have many resources, but we'll share whichever ones we can and we're able to. But today I have some books with me, T-shirts, bands, brochures. So if anyone, first come, first serve, needs any of our resources that we have, we'll be glad to give those out. Anything else? Forgetting. Are we on time? Yes.
Hey, Jodi.
Thank you.
Yes. Just a couple of questions.
Sure.
Just so I know. How many children are you able to accommodate in one camp?
Well, we get asked that question a lot, and theoretically we could accommodate about 100 children, about 100 people. So a few things. I don't like to have more than 45, 50 children.
Okay.
For a number of reasons. One, I like to have one chaperone or person with each child, because some children have come to camp and have never had that experience before. Some are coming with an aunt or an uncle. Some are coming alone. And I really want this experience to be everything possible for them. I want them to feel embraced and supported, and I want it to be about the child. So I think quality rather than quantity is better.
Yeah, I agree. Is it an overnight camp or a long weekend camp?
It's a long weekend camp. Right now what we do, and we've had 5 camps and we have 2 more scheduled for this upcoming year. It starts Friday evening. We provide dinner, and it adjourns on Sunday afternoon after lunch. We provide art therapy. We have a physician on staff. We have support groups, breakout sessions, and we have an inspirational speaker for our parents while we're meeting with the children. We also do other activities such as meditation, yoga, and just talk about stress and ways to deal with stress.
And there's no registration for the campers?
No, they need to register.
Okay, and so what's the registration fee?
Oh, there's no fee.
There's no fee. So
They need to register, but there's no fee.
So what's your average cost per camper?
Our average cost, depending, New York obviously is a little more expensive than New Jersey. If you're speaking specifically of camp costs,
Just
it's
kind
an
of
average
overall.
of $300 per person. But if you include the sweatshirts, the stipends for the professionals who come, some volunteer, some ask for a stipend, then it's approximately $10,000 to $15,000 for 70 people to attend.
For 70 people to attend. So
Yes.
about an average of $300. So if I wanted to sponsor a camper
Yes,
through Hope Loves Now, then it would be about $300?
correct.
Okay.
Yes, just for the camper. Exactly.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes.
Thanks. Wonderful work, Jodi. Of
thank
course.
you.
One of the things on your slides that I don't think we picked up on, can you tell us a bit more? What's a Hugs of Hope package?
Yes, absolutely. So we get calls from all over the country. Many parents call and just ask about a niece, or, a parent will call about a child, or an aunt might call about a niece, and they let us know that a child is struggling, but maybe they're in North Carolina and can't make camp. So we offer this free Hug of Hope care package, which includes a shirt, a snack, a book, age-appropriate book. We have 3, and a toy or a gift card. And we send a card that says HLC is thinking of you. And we reach out to that child and let them know that we appreciate their efforts and being a carer, a caregiver, and all that they're doing. And we've sent them all over the country. So, thank you for asking.